Hey, what's up? That 5 minutes went a lot faster than I realized. What's up, everybody? Just give you a little preview there. So welcome to the Uke Revolution Live. This is a live lesson for, I can't believe I'm saying it, the Tori Amos song, Cornflake Girl. And, oh, give me 1 second, I forgot something. 1 second. Okay, hi. Let's try that again. Hey, welcome. If you've been watching since I've had this little extendy microphone arm, look, I actually have a mic stand on it now. There's actually a microphone holder instead of tape. Progress. Okay, so the chords are already on the screen that we're going to use for this song. This song was requested and then voted in by patrons, much to my surprise. I was really surprised that this song won. And when it popped up, I'm like, wow, Tori Amos. Okay, kind of intense. Maybe not super on like what we usually do around here. But it's such a cool song. And there's some really interesting stuff happening that's like kind of newish, maybe for you. So it ought to be interesting. Start looking at these chords that are on the screen. So in this lesson, we'll go over the chord shapes. There's one more I need to tell you that's not on these chord font shape things. We'll look at the chords we play for the verse, the chorus, and then there's these two like expansive outro things I call bridges. One is the rabbit section and one is the man with the golden gun section. So there's these 4 different parts of the song. I'm going to give you an idea for strumming that has kind of 2 variations. Talk about the intro strum for the very, very, very beginning of the song. We'll put some lyrics, like a lyric example on the screen for each section. And if you want the full PDF arrangement for this song, it is on Coffee for members in the library if you join as a monthly member. Or you can buy just the individual song sheet in the shop there, and everything is linked in the caption. All sorts of stuff linked in the caption. So check it out. Okay, here we go. You know what I want to do that I decided I'm going to start doing at the beginning of these streams is give you like a little teeny bit of a demo before I start teaching it, so you have an idea of what's coming instead of like leaving all the demo stuff until later. So let me show you a verse and a chorus. And just like one line of those 2 bridges, they repeat the same line, the rabbit part and the man with the golden gun part. Okay, so this is verse 1. And you heard a little bit of it on the way in. Never was a cornflake girl. I thought it was a good solution, hanging with the raisin girls. She's gone to the other side, giving us a yo-heave-ho. Things are getting kind of gross, and I go at sleepy time. This is not really this is not really happening yet. You better live it is. You better live it is. You better live. It's a bill out the watchword. Just bill out the watchword, yeah. Yeah, lots of complicated rhythm things going on, right? But I'm going to break it all down for you. And then these These parts at the end are pretty simple. The rabbit one. Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? And man with a golden gun. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm playing the chord right. And the man with the golden gun, I think he knows so much, I think he knows so much, yeah. And the man with the golden gun, I think he knows so much, I think he knows so much, yeah. Okay, so let's start with these chord shapes. Hi Rita, hi Tracy. Let's start with these chord shapes. Let me move them over a little bit so you can see my hands better. Okay, A minor 7. Let me go ahead and talk about A5. A5's listed in the chord structure things, but it doesn't have a pretty little picture on the font, the chord font. So A5 is an A power chord, and we're playing like an A minor. So the top string, the G string, the second fret G string, and then we have the 4th fret, the C string. So I use my pointer finger and my ring finger. A5. Really like awkward kind of position, but you get used to it. So we've got kind of like an A minor, and then you add the 4th fret, the C string. A5 happens a lot. Just because it's kind of relevant to this A minor 7 and they come together, I just wanted to go ahead and point it out. Next up is D7. You can play, I think if you play the Hawaiian one, it's not really going to sound right. But if you must play the Hawaiian, what is it called? The Hawaiian version of the D7? Okay, fine. F major 7 up here on the 5th fret. D. C. D minor. G. Okay, D suspended 4. So we've got the 2nd fret, the C string, and the 3rd fret, the E string. And I've given myself an extra challenge here this morning because I'm playing the 8th string, and that's kind of a hard one. The 8th string. And then this G suspended 4 is the same shape as the D suspended 4, but we're adding the A string, the 3rd fret. So we got these nice open sounded chord shapes, and those come in the outro. Let me see. That's all of the chords. Okay, so let's look at the verse chords. And let me put these like back down here somewhere. Just as a little reference for a little while, in case you need it. All right, so we're in 4/4 today. A divided beat has a bit of a swing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 so in between all of these forward slashes is 4 beats. So we have A5 for 4, A minor 7 for 4, D7 for 4, and F major 7 for 4. And we repeat that 3 times. And then on the last kind of section of the verse, the end of the verse, we're going to do something a little bit different. We have A5 for 4, A minor 7 for 4, D for 4, D for 4 again, and then this last bar, this asterisk has a little note on the song sheet. This last bar is a bar of 2. There's only 2 beats. And when we get to the lyric section, it'll be marked in italics, this particular D chord. So you can remember that it's just 2 beats. This little section, there's a couple of sections that it's easier for us to follow. It's easier for us to follow the lyrics than to count a lot. So this D, this bar of 2 comes on happening at the end of the verse. So if we played this with just a down strum, just to go through these chords, it will sound like this. And you can play along with me if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. A5, A minor 7, D7, F major 7, A5. Oh, A5, I did not play A5. I played A minor 7. A5, A minor 7, D7, F major 7. One more time. A5, A minor 7, D7, F major 7. So the second line, A5, A minor 7, D, D, and then just 2. 1, 2. And the following chord will be an A5 anyway. Yeah. So let me talk about strumming for a second before we move to the chorus, because there's a lot of like weird rhythm stuff happening in the chorus. So I want to do a little bit of a practice of this strum idea using this first line. Where's the strum thing? Okay. And don't pay attention to the intro one yet. Don't pay attention. Pay no attention to this strum down here. Just these top ones. So if we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and this is down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up. The second line is the same idea. We're just taking out the last up, down, up. And this is more like what I was doing when I demonstrated it. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk. You can even, these Fs on the end are flick, and you can even make this more simple by just playing down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. That's really like the meat of it. If you add these things on the and of 3 and the 4, like the up, down, up, or the flick, flick, it's going to be either strummier, or these 2 little flicks will kind of help you keep the rhythm. That's what they do for me. It's the idea of an up strum, but you're not playing a full up strum, but you keep your hand moving in time. Let me turn off the chords for a second. Pian. Okay. So I can show you what I mean. I feel like this is really loud. Okay. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick. You see how my hand's still moving in time? And if you listen closely, you can hear a little flick. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick, down, up, chunk, flick, flick. If you put the up, down, up, if you want to, I think sometimes if people have more strum actions, it helps them do a strum rhythm better. I don't know. I'm still trying to master the art of teaching people strum stuff. Okay, so this would sound like, this is the first one. Down, up, chunk, up, down, 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 chunk. You're gonna have to give your hand a break somewhere, and it comes on that chunk Your chord hand, I mean. Give your chord hand a break. Release the squeeze a little bit on that chunk part. So if we do this, I'm just going to put it right on my head. With the down, up, chunk, flick, flick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick. Down, up, chunk, flick, flick. Down. A5, A minor 7, D7, F major 7. Down, up, chunk. 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 And that's your little strum for, yeah, everything. We used this one. It works well for these kind of like indie folk sort of slow tempo things. We used this strum also in Jewel, Who Will Save Your Soul. Dun, 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 dun. You might be able to match these up. Anyway, let's look at, we're going to look at the intro one later because it's kind of like it's not totally necessary to play this song and it's kind of difficult. So we're going to look at it later. Let's look at the chorus thing happening. So we've got in the chorus A5 for 4, A minor 7 for 4, D7 for 4, D7 for 4. I'm trying to figure out why I'm dropping a lot of bars and dropping a lot of frames. I don't know why. Okay. On the second line, F major 7. Oh, okay. I need to fix this later. It says F minor 7. This should also be F major 7. I just need a capital M there. So F major 7 for 8 for 2 bars of 4. And then this is on the, this C, D minor, C, G thing. This is on the You Bet Your Life. You bet your life. C, D minor, C, G. They're one beat each, and we're following the lyrics. You bet your life. One chord for one word. And then after the G, there's a pause. There's a bar with no chords. You can let the G ring. You can stop and have no chords. You can keep playing the G if you want to. And then we've got the peel out the watchword section, which is a bit confusing. And again, it's a little bit easier to follow the lyrics than to count a lot, but we're playing D for 3. This first bar that has an asterisk, there's a note on the song sheet that says it's a bar of 3, and it's marked in italics over the lyrics, just like the bar of 2 we had in the verse, so that you know you can remember that that's happening when the lyric section comes. So we have D for 3, G for 1, and then D for 3 again. D for 4, G for 2, and D for 2. But we're going to follow the lyrics to make it a bit easier to play this part. This is like our, This is like our fancy arty farty art song moment. Thanks, Tori, for making this super confusing. Okay, I'm trying to find it with the lyrics so we can see. Just that peel out the watchword part. Let me make it a little bigger so we can kind of compare here. So what makes this easy is the D comes on peel both times. And I kind of set it up this way on purpose. I mean, what she's playing on the piano is a little bit more complicated, but just to make this the most straightforward rendition of it, but make it efficient and easy to understand. The D is always on peel, and the G is always on watchword. So we've got D on peel, and then we have G on watch and D on word. And it happens both times. The thing is, this first D has 3 beats, and the second D has 4 beats on peel. So you have to wait a little bit longer than feels comfortable. She set us up to feel like it's going to be this way. And then she adds this little bit longer pause here before the second watch word. So if we count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to try to show you without the lyrics, just the chords. 2, 3, 4 on the D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, G, D, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, D. It's a peel out the watch word, just peel 2, 3 out the watch word. It's so hard. I'm trying to think of another like landmark. The second peel out the watch word, out the, comes on the 4. Over here in the beginning, out the comes on the 3. And this is where it's like this one little extra whoop. When you get over here, you gotta wait just a second. Peel 2 out the watch word 2 do. Peel 2, 3 out the watch word. And the same thing here with the watch word. The first watch has 1 beat and the second one has 2. I'm just gonna take a sip of coffee. This is so confusing, this part. But once you, I mean, if you're super familiar with the song, it may not be as difficult to pick up. But this was fairly new for me. I don't think I'd heard this song in like 25 years or something. Yeah. Here, I'll play it one more time for you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Peel out the watch word, just peel 2, 3 out the watch. Ooh, I was on the wrong chord. Crap. Okay, the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Peel 2, 3. Nah. I gotta quit counting. If I count, then I lose it. Okay. Here we go. For real this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, D. Peel out the watch word, just peel out the watch word. Yeah. Thanks, Tori. Thanks for making this super complicated for us. He's so creative. I'm going to put it in the... Wait, let me take this out. Boop. So let's play the first 2 lines because we didn't practice this C, D minor, C, G thing. And then we'll add the hard thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll slow it down a little bit. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the A5, just strumming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D7. F major 7. F major 7. C, D, C, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little pause. With, let's do it with the strum pattern. Down, up, junk. And I'm going to add the last line this time. So we're playing the strum pattern up through those F major sevens, and then you've got strum, 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 strum for the C, D minor, C, G bar. And you've got a little pause to collect your thoughts before you have to do the weird thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Ready? Here we go. A5. A5. A minor 7. D7. D7. F major 7. F major 7. C, D, C, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Peel out the watch word. Just peel 2, 3, 4. The watch word. Yeah. And it's back to an A5 section. With that said, back to an A5 section, I would say home base in this song, where you go if you're confused and lost, is the verse progression, the verse chord progression, like the first line, which is like pretty much you're always going, when in this song, when you finish one section, whatever's coming next starts with A5 ish, starts with A5 or A minor 7. But this is a good home base, this first line of the verse. If you get lost, you don't know what you're doing, you need to like collect yourself and get back on track. A good place to come is A5 and play this verse progression, A5, A minor 7, D7, F major 7 until you figure out what you're doing. Let me see, what should we do? Okay, let's look at this intro strum thing. So I realized here it says triplet beat strum, which makes sense. So I realized in the lyric part at the very beginning where it says intro and there's the A5s and it says triplet strum, this is a bit of a misnomer because there is a technique, a strum technique called triplet strum, which is something different. What I mean is it's a triplet beat. So this intro at the very beginning, like before the beat kind of kicks in, they're just riffing on an A5, and it's actually it's a guitar, isn't it? Before she comes in with the piano. So the strum rhythm that the guitar is playing is a triplet beat in that instead of playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, we're splitting one beat into 3. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into. That's why I call it a triplet. It's a triple division based beat. So each beat, instead of being divided 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in, now it's 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into. And it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky to go from this into the beat of the song, like when they drop the beat and she comes in with the piano and stuff. But this, I wanted to show you how to do this because it sounds really cool. So we're strumming down, up, 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 down, up. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into down, up, 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 down, up. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into. And it's pretty fast. It'll feel familiar because it's just down up, but the way that the rhythm is laid out is strange. So I will show you. 1 into 2 into 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 down, up, 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 down, up. Seems simple. The trick is when you slip into like the actual strum pattern and rhythm for the rest of the song, that moment is pretty difficult to accomplish. If we go from, I'm playing on just on A5. If we go from this triplet strum, this happens four times, 4 bars. If we go from this to the A5 that's on down, up, chunk, let me show you what it sounds like. If I can, fingers crossed. Sometimes I don't hit it. 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it helps if you like practice saying the rhythm before doing it, like switching from 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, let me see. On the A5. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and the last one. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Down, up, chunk. Do you see what I mean? Back and forth from those is pretty difficult. 1 and 2, 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you're into the regular divided in half beat. So that's that thing. That's that thing. Let's look at, we're going to look at the intro, verse, chorus with the lyrics. And then we're going to get to the rabbit bridge and the golden gun bridge because they're pretty easy. Those parts are pretty simple. If you're a pianist and you're trying to play what Tori plays on the piano, then you have a whole different challenge. But we're not doing that. We're just playing. We're just playing the chords and the lyrics. Okay. So we're just gonna do. Oh, we can do the intro thing too. And I'll try to do it a little bit slower. Allie said the Hello Kitty tape is gone. Yeah, it is no more. Actually, I ran out of it because I used so much of it for strapping up the microphone and also for like packing stuff and moving from Thailand back to here and then also from within Cambodia. Rita, I need to go see the video. Actually, I can't remember if I've seen the music video for this or not. And hello Muesli, master of cereals. I'm like, do you just have an alert on for like when people post cereal videos and we get tagged because of Cornflake Girl? Okay. So we'll go a little bit slower than like the 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try the triplet thing. 3, 4, A5. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's so hard. I can't right now. We're just going for the second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, chunk. A minor 7, D7, F major 7, A5, A minor 7, D7. Never was a cornflake girl. I thought there was a good solution. Hanging with the raisin girls. She's gone to the other side. Say your hero. Things are getting kind of gross, and to go is sleepy time. This is not really this is not really happening yet. Bet your life it is. You bet your the watchword, yeah. And then we're back to like the verse chords. So I totally forgot to point out that this was coming. This is really happening. On this section with the this is not really happening. The first two Ds, you can still do the strum pattern. And then on the happening, the bar that's 2 beats of D, I just do a down strum. So we have strum pattern, down, down, A5, and they slip back into the strum rhythm here. So let me play from Giving Us a Yo Heave Ho, like this kind of last half of the verse, just to clarify that a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Giving us a yo heave ho. Things are getting kind of gross and to go at sleepy time. This is not a really this is not really happening, yeah. If you have kind of trouble with switching between the strum rhythm and that little 2-beat thing and then back into it, you can just, because I think they back off a lot in the production in the original here. You can just strum down. This is not really this is not really happening, yeah. So you just strum down once for each of these Ds, and you can do once or twice for the D on happening. This is not really this is not really happening, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. Rita said I had a little trouble, but I think it will come with practice. Yes, no one's expected to be able to play any of this stuff on these live streams in the actual live moment of the live stream. Me included. I've practiced this, and it's still new for me this week. I got a lot of practice and got really familiar with the arrangement while I was making it. No one's expected to get this right away unless you're like really, really professional level. Yeah, you would have to practice. Yes. Yeah, this is just a set of information. And I would expect 99% of people have to practice. Including me. Let's see. We're looking at the rabbit part. Where are those little chords? I thought I had them somewhere. Okay. I do have them somewhere. They're just not on here. Wait 1 second. Let me see. We want bridge. Where are they? Outro bridges. There we go. Little image of these chords. So fortunately, this section is way easier just for the rhythm section, which is us. We're just playing the rhythm section while Tori has her genius moment on the piano. What a beast of a talent, Tori Amos. So let's see. We got the rabbit bridge, A minor 7 for 4, D suspended 4 for 4, C for 4, and D7 for 4, and we repeat that. Yeah, that's it. Let's do it with the strum pattern. Don't forget the D suspended 4 is kind of like the G shape without the A string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 on the A minor 7. A minor 7, D suspended 4, C, D7. A minor 7, D, D7. Rabbit! And that is here. there. I really didn't need to put it this many times, except the last line is a little bit different. So this little section with the lyrics. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys? Where'd you put the keys, girl? Simple, real simple, this part. We love it. And the golden gun guy, the guy with the golden gun. A minor 7 for 4, F major 7 for 4, G suspended 4 for 4, and D 7 for 4. So we will be reminding ourselves the G suspended 4 is like the D suspended 4, and now you're going to add the 3rd fret A string. If you want another visual for like a little visual map for it, it's like a G, but you're moving the A string from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. D, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and on the A minor 7 golden gun bridge. A minor 7, F major 7, G suspended 4, D7. A minor 7, F major 7, G suspended 4, D7. Little tricks for switching from this F major 7 to G suspended 4. One thing is that strum pattern. The strum pattern with the flick is really nice because you get this big space to move your hand where you don't really have to make any noise with a chord. It's like a whole beat and a half that you have to move to the next chord. Once that that chunk comes, you don't have to hold the chord shape anymore. When you're moving from F major 7 to G suspended 4, I've got my middle and my ring finger playing F major 7. And those are the same 2 fingers that play the E and the A string for the G suspended 4. So they just move like as one, they move as like one giant finger. From the F major 7 down to the G suspended 4. Instead of thinking about picking up different fingers and putting different fingers down, these 2 are just moving like this, like hopping up and down. Just a little observation. And the man with the golden gun. Repeating the same lyric. It's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And the man with the golden gun, I think he knows so much. I think he knows so much, yeah. The man with the golden gun, I think he knows so much. I think he knows so much, yeah. That's it. That's the whole thing. It just repeats a lot. So what happens is, I'm going to play the whole thing. So what happens is we've got the intro, verse 1, and the first chorus like we looked at, the way we looked at it. In between, this is for people that are not following, that aren't members yet, that are not yet members in the library if you're not following the PDF. After the first chorus, we slip right back into those verse chords. So we've got a verse 2 and a chorus 2 played just like verse 1 and chorus 1. And then after that second chorus, there's a partial verse that's just like the beginning of the song. It's just the never was a cornflake girl, thought that was a good solution. Those 2 lines, it's like a partial verse. So we're back in those verse chords again. And then once that little section is over, thought that was a good solution, then we go to the rabbit bridge. And we're playing this 4 times with no lyrics. And then it comes in 4 times with lyrics. This one. Right after that, nothing in between, nothing fancy. We go to the Golden Gun one. This is played 2 times with no lyrics. And then it's 4 times with the lyrics. The Golden Gun, man with the Golden Gun lyrics. And then this one comes back. This comes back just the same way. We play this 4 times with no lyrics. And then we play it 4 times with lyrics, and the song ends on the C the 4th time this comes around. Rabbit, rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? That's it. It's out. We are not fading out. We are getting the fuck out. We found the keys and we're leaving. We're leaving on the C. So it's like a really long song, but half of it is this stuff at the end. Like 2.5 minutes of it is this. This easy part. So I'm going to put like, I don't even know what to put on the screen because this shit's all over the place. Let me see. So we can play the whole thing. I'm going to put this down here. I mean, I can't even really help you out that much because this stuff is so complicated. The beginning part, if you're not following along with the song chart, this would be a great one to join for because this is a massively weird, rhythmically weird song. Let me just move these around a little bit. So I will try to yell at you. I'll try to remember to yell at you where shit is. Okay. Rita said the chords sound a little different because I'm on a high G soprano. Yes, I did arrange this with a high G. And then when I was setting up this morning, I'm like, you know what? This beginning, just the A5 at the beginning sounds so much like the beginning of the song, the intro, that A5. Dinga, jinga, 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 jinga. So I just, on a whim, decided to use the 8 string. But actually, I'm going to switch it. Here, I'll switch to high G because I don't like playing those suspended chords. For some reason, the suspended chords are really hard with this. I'm going to switch it up. And I normally would put a beat on, but I can't really put a beat on because there's these bars that have 2 or 3 beats. Yeah. Not super in tune. We are not super in tune. All right, so we're having a little water break. We're having a little coffee break, but there is a beat on here that was playing in the beginning. This is the tempo of the song, and we will go at the tempo of the song. I might just leave the beat on for like I'll leave the beat on for a little bit, just so I can, especially so I can play that. Oh God, it's so hard. Yes, I can show the G sus4 again. Hold on. Where are they? That is, but I'm not going to keep it up the whole time. I put it over here. Here's these two weird chords in the corner. Okay, ready? Actually, I'm going to leave out that A5 intro because it's really hard to do with this. We'll just start from the A5, A minor 7. Gather around the verse chords. This one. A5. So at some point I'll just have to turn off the beat. Here we go. Never was a cornflake girl. I thought there was a good solution. Hanging with a raisin girl. She's gone to the other side, giving us a yo-he-ho. Things are getting kind of gross, and I go in sleepy time. This is not really, this is not really happening, yeah. You bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. CDM. It's a bill out the watchword, just bill out the watchword, yeah. Verse chords. I gotta turn the page. She knows what's going on. A minor 7. Seems we got a cheaper feel now. All the sweet tears are gone. Are gone to the other side. My encyclopedia. They must have paid a nice price. She's putting on a string bean love. This is not really happening, yeah. Bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. You bet your life. It's a bill out the watchword, just bill out the watchword, yeah. Verse chords. Never was a cornflake girl. Thought there was a good solution. Now we're on the rabbit bridge. A minor 7, D suspended 4, C, D7. A minor 7, D suspended 4, C. Just keep doing that. A minor 7, D suspended 4. And we got one more time before the lyrics. Here's the lyrics. A rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? A rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? A rabbit, where'd you put the keys? A rabbit, where'd you put the keys? Where'd you put the keys? Now the golden gun one. A minor 7, F major 7, G suspended 4, D7. And we got 2 times to do that before the lyrics. G, D. Here's the lyrics. And the man with the golden gun, the things that know so much, the things that know so much, yeah. And the man with the golden gun, the things that know so much, the things that know so much, yeah. And the man with the golden gun, the things that know so much, the things that know so much, yeah. And the man with the golden gun, the things that know so much, the things that know so much, yeah. Rabbit, the rabbit part. C, D7, A minor 7, D. We just get to chill out for a second. C, D7, one more time. And the lyrics come back in. Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Rabbit, where'd you put the keys? Here's the last time we're gonna stop on C. Rabbit, where'd you put the keys, girl? Oh my God, we made it. I'll tell you what, a week ago when this got voted in, I was like, ain't no fucking way. When I listened to this song, I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Are you guys kidding me? With all these like weird bars, weird rhythms and stuff. I'm like, how in the fuck are we gonna do this? And we did it. And that's the revolution. You can put anything on a ukulele. It just might take me a minute, okay? Actually, this was voted in like 2 weeks ago before I moved, and I'm like, you guys are going to have to give me a minute on this. I got too much shit going on to try to figure out this Tori Amos crazy shit right now. Just give me a second, and it's coming. It's coming in September. It is coming in September. It's not going to happen right now. Yeah. Any questions? Any concerns? Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. And put a bunch of timestamps on this thing. So you guys, thanks for hanging out. I hope that you found something helpful or clear or interesting with this song. I didn't have time to look up kind of the history of it this morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't yet. And head on over to Coffee and in the shop. There's some freebies over there if you want some freebies. And check out membership. And I will see you guys on Saturday. I'm bringing back the Saturday live stream time for a little bit. I will see you guys on Saturday. Peace out, everybody. Happy strumming and stay funky. Bye.